Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Two Dimes and a Token. I am one of your hosts, Brock Nasty, and super stoked, man, to bring you guys this episode. This is going to be more like a grouping. So this is going to be part one, and we have two parts to our beard and mustache competition series, right? So as everybody knows, we had a bunch of clips that came out a little bit earlier. And we went down to Daytona Beach as thankful, if you guys can see right here, to Death Grip Wax. It's up here as well. Such an amazing company, and Levi being the CEO and operator invited us down, and we shot a vlog for him, which is still in process, and it is going to be coming out in the next week to 2 weeks. It's fucking awesome. We got to sit in on the competition. There was like 47 different categories as far as beard and mustaches are concerned. And we also shot the Death Grip Wax Brotherhood breaking the record for the world's longest mustache chain, which was absolutely insane. Caught myself from cussing right there, so that's good. But what we also did during the competition is after the mustache categories had gone through, as everybody knows, we are sponsored by Death Grip Wax. We were able to pull all of the some of the mustache competitors aside, and we shot some mini podcasts with these guys. So we have a roster coming up today. We have 3 for you today in this particular one. Episode's not super long. It's probably about 30 to 45 minutes. Nothing too crazy. But we had Mr. Brendan Kelly, Jacob Ames, and Jeremy Remington. And these 3 guys, obviously you guys know we had Mr. Brendan Kelly on before. Now Jacob is such a unique man. He's a director, actor, video editor, producer, the whole shebang, man. His highlights are unbelievable, and as a matter of fact, you need to go find him on Instagram, Heel Grabber. You can look it up like that. He has some of the most amazingly cut videos that you can find, and he's got this real passion for, just for directing and acting, and we actually get into his interview and stuff, and he's someone that you guys need to look out for, because he's gonna be coming up big, man. He's gonna be doing some awesome things. We also know, Brendan Kelly is gonna be doing big things. He's got a big time fight coming up at the end of this week, and everybody's just kind of on the path of success is what they are. And then other than that, I'm not really I don't think we have anything else. Come on, man, what are you doing up here, dude? Sorry guys, it's Goose wanted to say hello again. So other than that, stay tuned, light it up, and before we do get in the episode, let's make sure we remind you guys, as you guys know, that the episode is brought to you by Death Grip Wax. Be sure to go check them out at deathgripwax.com. They are the leader in the industry when it comes to the mustache and beard game. They have the greatest mustache waxes. If you're going to any type of competition, you have any type of style you want to put in, this is the number one stuff on the market today. They have the best beard oils. They have the most phenomenal equipment and utensils that you can utilize for your beard and mustache. And they also have a beautiful bag that they send you whenever you put in a pristine order. And as a matter of fact, we have some right here. They have some that come in Death Grip pomade, right? They have quite a few different styles that you can get, and they also have a permanent case that you can now go online and buy, which is absolutely awesome. It is something you can carry around on your person. It's almost like a handkerchief, but way sleeker, way sexier, way cooler. All you gotta do is whip this thing out at a bar and immediately get attention from the guys or girls that you want attention from. It doesn't matter. So go online, make sure, type in 2 dimes and a token, all caps, get 20% off your entire purchase. So without further ado, let's get into our part 1 series with our Death Grip Wax interviews.
My name is Jacob Ames. My Instagram is HeelGrabber850, also on TikTok, and my YouTube is The Jake of All Trades.
Sexy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we ran out of time last time when we met with Brendan poolside, but I'm so glad we were able to catch you today,
Yeah,
dude.
me
So,
too.
bro, what has got you into this mustache game, bro? What inspired you to get into it?
So as a lot, like the majority of mustache guys, it started as a joke, you know? I grew it out and people kept telling me to cut it, so I just grew it longer and longer.
Yeah.
And then it kind of became like a staple, you know? Like it's such a great marketing tool, and it's like you can't go anywhere without someone saying something to you and starting a conversation. So and then it developed because I started working with Death Grip.
Yeah.
So I make all their cinematic ads and everything, and
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
I worked with them for about 3 years making videos. So I met some of the best mustaches in the world.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So how did you end up getting involved in Death Grip? How did you end up meeting all of them?
So I made a YouTube video called A Love Letter to Coffee, and I wrote a love letter to coffee, and I made a French press out of a flower vase and copper sheeting that I had sitting around.
Really?
And then I posted that on YouTube, and Levi, the owner of Death Grip, saw it, and he reached out to me and asked me to start making videos for him. And that was the first video. I actually directed that video. So I bought a camera and just went for it.
Bro, that's incredible.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
Thank
it's just
you.
like, hey, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to be amazing at it.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
that's it.
You got to be the best.
So I know personally you do obviously all the content for Death Grip. You also do it for Brendan Kelly.
Yes.
A lot of that's dude off the charts. How
Thank
did
you,
you
thank you.
did you like self teach or did you have anybody guiding you through it? How did you learn how to do it?
So I had a buddy who kind of showed me like the settings on the camera, and then I was a photographer before that, and I taught myself how to do that. And then just kept honing my skills, and I have such a desire, like an insatiable desire to like be the best that I can, and I love the idea of like bringing something that you have in your head to life and letting people experience like fantasy. You know, like I love it. If people will watch my stuff and they tell me that it inspires them, because my goal is to inspire and empower people.
Yeah.
And I think it's really easy to do the inspiring. Like it's not hard to make people like have a desire for something, but the empowering comes in when you're like giving them an opportunity to do it. So I'm working on a course, actually, a video course, teaching people how to create their own content.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you have anything in development right now as far as like name and everything?
I don't. So my business name is Anomaly Studios.
Okay.
So it's almost done. We're getting close to things being all done so people can use that.
You'll have to let me know. We'll have to blast that out for you.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
Sincerely, so a lot of the stuff that you post, bro, it's intense. It's cinematic type stuff. Like I know you have a lot of that Peaky Blinders kind of look for some of the videos, but like where does the inspiration like actually come from? Is it just like genuine idea that just pops through your head, or do you get anything that feeds off of it?
Yeah. So I use the process of divergent and convergent thinking. So you sit down and you take an idea and you think of all the possible opportunities. So like an example would be like dog bark, dog run, dog leash, dog hair. And then you take, in the convergent thinking phase, you take that and you see what's a realistic thing that I could, like, what's a realistic comparison that would actually create something. So creativity is just taking two things that already exist and making something novel, is what they say. So
that's intense, man. That's actually pretty incredible, because I gotta be honest, I've said this so many times, dude. It's hard for me to be intensely creative. So when I see this stuff, and like I said, we've ran into each other before, I know you're thinking of this stuff just off raw, and you're just like,
it's nonstop. All the time.
It's amazing to me. That mindset is so unique to me, bro.
Thank you. And it's like, I feel like it's like a muscle. You know, the more you use your muscles, the stronger you get, and they give back to you. And it's like creativity. It's like once you start accepting the ideas and letting them come to you, they just keep coming.
That's amazing, bro. So you've been doing this game for a while now, right? Is this something like, hey, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, I absolutely love it? Or do you think this is more like a stepping stone for you?
It's more a stepping stone, a fun thing, you know, like, I mean, I'll probably have the mustache more in my life. I might. This is the longest it's ever been.
Yeah.
But I I don't know, it gets a little old after a while. You're like
Yeah.
the mustache man, so it's like you get pigeonholed a little bit.
Yes.
And I love to act, so
Yeah.
I want to do more characters that are like clean shaved and stuff. So
Yeah.
this is my like. I don't know if I'll be at nationals next year. We'll see.
Yeah, this is my right now phase.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I feel you, dude. So, because I'm 1,000% honesty here. As soon as we're done with today, I'm gonna go home and shave this off.
Yeah.
Because like that's one thing. It's like it's baffling me. People are telling me I could have competed a little bit, come in
Yeah.
last place, but it wouldn't have been horrible, right?
Yeah.
So with your acting stuff, bro, like, what's your ambition there? Like, what do you see yourself in the future? Do you see yourself more on like the back end of the camera, or more like, hey, I want to be an actor in major time roles?
Yeah. Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm working on writing some short films and some
Yeah.
longer stuff. I was in a film called Alexander the Brain, which is a bare knuckle boxing film set
wow.
in the 1880s. Yeah.
Dope.
And it was awesome. It was great. Bob and Elliot, his mustache, were in the film too.
Yeah?
But we're having conversations with people at Netflix about a feature length potentially. So
Get out of here,
yeah. So
dog.
I get a lot that I look like Tom Hardy. So one of my bucket list items is to act as a young Tom Hardy in a film.
Yes. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
What was that like when all of a sudden you're having a conversation, possibly like full length with Netflix?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, I love acting so much, and after investing so much time into it and doing these shorts, actually the guy that directed and wrote the film saw my TikToks, and
Really?
that's how he like became interested in me. So
Yeah.
I'd love to. I want to figure out what's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Do a bunch of characters. I've
Yeah.
done mostly like you're saying, like intense, like villain type
Yeah.
roles, but yeah.
It has that. It's funny, man, because there's a couple of them where you have that like I said, Peaky Blinder, but like that Sherlock Holmes feel,
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yep.
dude. It was so badass, bro. So when
you.
did you start on your socials? Because you've developed a humongous following.
Thank you.
Like with just your videos alone,
Thank
like
you.
people were just like and follow all
Yeah.
the time. So how did that start? What was that like coming up in that?
Yeah, so I had made a few videos on TikTok that were like comedy that did decent.
Yeah.
So like no more than like 32,000 likes. And then
No more than 32,000.
Yeah.
No big deal.
just casual. And then I was like, I have this camera. I might as well like make cinematic videos for TikTok. And
Yeah.
so I made this one where I throw a shoe up and I kick it and I turn it into a Peaky Blinder.
Yeah.
And so I went to bed that night and I woke up to like some text messages from my friends that were like, do you know who Brittany Broski is?
I don't think so.
She's a TikToker and a YouTuber too. She's a podcast.
Yeah.
She's got like millions of followers.
Yeah?
But they were like, my queen reposted you. And I was like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
So I go on and the video's at like 300,000 likes
Whoa.
overnight. And then she had duetted it and her video had like almost 1 million likes, I think, or something.
Wow.
And I was like, my whole, like, not my whole life changed, but you know, it's like you go from getting a small amount of views to like everyone's eyes are on you all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever read my comments, but they are dirty. These women are dirty. Yeah, dude. Crazy. So
Listen,
bad.
I'm not gonna say no, but you know, that's intense, man. So after that happens, like, did you change anything in your style? Do you kind of like, do you ever feel any pressure when you have all these eyes that are kind of looking on you, like, I gotta come through, or is it? Do you just feel natural, like I'm gonna do me?
It goes up and down, you know. That's the battle with social media is like you wanna find a middle ground between like seeking out likes, because the way I see it as an entertainer, then you know this, like the goal is to have eyes on your stuff. And
Yeah,
so
it is.
a lot of people say like, don't worry about the likes, don't stress about the likes, but you have to listen. You have to hear what your audience wants, and you
Yeah.
have to give them at least close to what they want.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of pressure, and I've actually like stepped back a little bit from social media
Yeah.
because I want to do YouTube and like longer form stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I try to stay true to who I am and not like flex just for
Yeah.
people to.
No, I feel you,
Love
man.
me.
You're 1,000% right on that, and I think it's difficult to get to a certain point. Eventually, you get to a point where you have what I would call FU followers. It's like
Yeah.
you have enough to where I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
And no matter what, like my crew is gonna follow me anywhere. and I appreciate my crew. Whenever you go out, those are my fans.
Yeah.
And you really just kind of celebrate like as a group, right? But like you said, though, it takes a lot to get to that point. It's
Yeah.
like being on a Joe Rogan level or some type of super brand that just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And it's like it's a little scary at times to step away because social media is about relevance. So it's like
Yeah.
if you lose your relevance, and with the algorithms and everything, it's crazy.
No, man.
But it, like, I don't know. People on TikTok have been asking for a while for me to make a film, and
Yeah.
I think they're willing to support me financially. So I once I get my script written and stuff, I'm gonna and shoot some content for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start raising money. So
That's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. So, in the next 5 years, what would you say is the thing you really hope to accomplish the most of your adventures?
that's a great question. I'd say it's like a couple things. I want to act in a feature-length film.
Nice.
Nice. I want to direct my own feature-length film, and I'd like to grow a YouTube following to like I could like make money off of it and stuff. Trying to think what else.
Yeah.
I'd love to be on American Ninja Warrior. I coach Ninja Warrior, so and I have a lot of friends who have been on the show. So
Yeah, we know a couple guys.
yeah. So a little bit of everything. My YouTube name is the Jake of all trades,
Yes.
and so I fancy myself a Renaissance man. You know,
I
dip
dig
in
that.
everything.
Not only is the Renaissance thing, it's sexy.
Yeah.
Right. the whole vibe thing is
Yes.
sexy. Like, hey, by the way, I act and direct.
You're right. A
I
little
do
bit of
whatever-
both.
I do whatever I need to do. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So
Thank you.
I'll give you one last one. What do you think it's going to be like? Because eventually, obviously, you're an ambitious dude. I have
Thank you.
zero doubt in the entire world you'll accomplish all these goals, probably even shorter than the time frame I asked. But like, what do you think it's going to be like for the first time, full-length feature film, directing and acting in the same film, doing the whole shebang? Like, how do you think that's going to go for you?
It's gonna be a lot, but it's fun, you know. Like,
Yeah.
especially like directing can be stressful, but it is also cool to see your vision come to life.
Yes.
And to learn to like trust a crew of people.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be so fun. Like even just for the short film, which is the title of it is Alexander the Brain.
Yeah.
You just like being
dope.
able to get into this headspace of like I'm nothing like that character. So like he's like a murderer and like he's a super violent guy and none of the characters I play on Instagram are like me either.
Yeah.
Like he looks rough and tough and like I'm just like a nice kind guy. But I think like
Soft spoken.
yeah, me. And so the cool thing about directing is going to be like you get to do a little bit of everything. And so I'd love to like I've started making like some music and writing some stuff, so I'd love to like do some scores for the film. Yeah.
That's incredible, dude.
Thank
so
you.
I popped one more in there now. For your acting style, how do you, like you said, you're not really those characters that you're playing, right? How do you get into that mode to where you can kind of flip that switch and you're like, I am this person while I'm on camera? Like, how do you do that internally?
So for me at least, it takes preparedness, you know, like doing a lot of research on a character, like thinking about what it's like in the 1880s, like what kind of vocabulary they used, how they said it. And like, once you know enough stuff and you've like seen scenes of a character or like a similar stuff and you've practiced the vocals and everything, it just kind of happens. I just like fall into it. And I think like that person. And like there are times when we were filming that even like off camera, I was just like playing the character.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, you gotta fully invest.
You just get in the zone. You're ready to go.
For sure.
That's awesome, man. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, dude. Thanks
you
for
are the
having
man.
me.
Do me a favor one more time. Look in there. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you.
Yes. Do you care if I shout out the movie? The film? Okay.
What do you think?
Hi, I'm Jacob Ames. You can find me on social media, HeelGrabber850. You can also find me on YouTube, The Jake of All Trades. If you want to see the film that I was in, it's called Alexander the Brain, and that is also on YouTube.
Perfect. Hey, Token here. We are here with Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
And Jeremy, what are we here doing today?
We are at the 2023 National Beard and Mustache Competition here in Daytona, Florida, sir.
Dude, that is so sick, bro. I have to say, your mustache looks amazing, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You look like one of those guys, a gentleman and a scholar for sure, man. I love the whole suit, dude. So, let me ask you, how many competitions have you been in?
I've been in one.
Yes.
It was at the end of September. I won first place style mustache for Beard Battle, Los Angeles, California.
Nice.
And
dude.
then I was like, okay, I'm going to go for it. Let's go for it. And now I'm here at Nationals, man.
So you have won a competition, dude.
One. Yes, I won one competition. Yep.
So looking at all these competitors, what do you think? Do you have a chance of winning here at Nationals, or?
I'm a little confident in myself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I think I have a shot at coming home with something. But there are some phenomenal mustaches here, man.
I've looked around and I've seen a lot of people, and I mean the styles here. They go from your type of style to straight beard, and and obviously you guys are using some type of product. What is the product you're using?
I'm proudly using Death Grip. I'm using the original Death Grip wax here for my first coat, my first base layer. And then I topped it off with a Sudden Death, which is more like you don't need heat to use it.
Yeah.
It's super strong, right?
So this actually gets to a precise filling is what you're doing. You're using two materials here to make it the perfect length and the perfect curl.
Yeah, man. You're using two materials. You're using heat. You're using brushes. Everybody's got their own little system for them that works. But at the end of the day, it's the wax that makes the stash, man.
Right. So what type of style is this called in particular?
I'm going with a handlebar. I'm not too well versed on like the subgenres of handlebar. Like there's a Hungarian, which is like a big giant version of it, I think. There's like a petite one. So I'm just calling it a handlebar, man.
Yeah, let's keep it natural,
Man.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I've seen some people that are like going straight out, and some people, and I talked to a guy that they say there's like a freestyle thing going on. Is that in this competition, the freestyle?
Yeah, it is, man.
Dude, that's gonna be sick, dude, because I've seen some sick freestyles from other people on their pictures and what they got going on, man. I mean, and it's looking professional.
Dude, it's insane what some of these guys will do with their mustaches, and then the beards come.
Yeah.
Freestyle beard is like a whole different level, man. Insane. The artistic stuff that goes on there.
That's what I seen. I saw a guy looking like Odin. I saw a guy looking like Poseidon, and the dude from Pirates of the Caribbean, bro. That was pretty sick, man. That
Hell
was.
yeah.
But
That's awesome.
But yeah, so what are you have any social medias or TikToks or anything like that?
Yeah, man. I'm not as like into it as other people are, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just kind of lazy.
Yeah.
But I'm, you know.
Hey, I am too, bro. I am too. I don't even have Facebook.
Oh
you know?
man, good for you, man. That's one of the reasons I married my wife. She's got no social media at all, so I'm like, all right, cool,
Nice,
awesome. None of that
nice.
stuff matters. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, on TikTok. I'm in a band. We're on all the streaming platforms as well. So I try to throw myself out there as much as I can.
Oh, really? So
Yes,
what
sir.
kind of band are you in?
I'm in a metal band.
Oh, that is sick.
Yeah,
dude.
man. It's called Living Cursed. Ironically enough, it's 4 dudes all from New England, Connecticut, and Massachusetts that met each other out in LA.
Yeah.
And we just kind of started, we call it Beer Belly Beatdown.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's fun. We're coming out with a new record beginning of the year. We're going to drop a new music video next month and get things
Nice.
going, man.
How long you been with Death Grip?
I've been using Death Grip for probably close to 2 years, but I've
Yeah.
officially like been on the team this year.
Nice.
So, you know, welcome to the brotherhood. Get it going. You know what I mean?
Dude, that feels pretty cool to be sponsored, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
man. It's one of the most unique experiences of my life, right? Because I never thought growing a mustache
Yeah.
would lead to a sponsorship, setting a world record,
Right.
standing here at a competition with some of the best mustaches in the world.
Yeah.
It's a crazy journey, bro.
Were you in the long mustache thing
Yes.
yesterday
Yes,
at
I was,
Joe's
man.
Crab?
Yep.
Dude, that was pretty sick. What number were you?
I was number 9.
Number 9. So you were right there in the beginning.
I was in the beginning, and then they moved me to the end.
Oh, okay. Dude,
They had to
that
be
was so
strategic.
long, bro. And that's a Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That is Guinness Book. Here in Daytona, we're breaking records, bro. Mustache
Records, baby.
dude. That is sick. I'm here with Death Grip, dude, slamming that product on there, getting those braids together, bro. That shit is nasty. But so how do you feel, man? I mean, you're feeling good? Feeling great about this?
I'm feeling good, man. I feel confident. At the end of the day, just being here is a win for me.
Yeah.
Setting a record with my Death Grip brothers, even bigger of a win, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling good, feeling confident. I know I got some stiff competition, but we're gonna see what happens, man.
That's perfect. Well, thank you, dude. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see you.
Thank you for
dude.
your time,
And
brother.
I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. Everybody check out 2 Dimes and a Token. Peace.
What's up, guys? Token here. I'm with Brendan, USA, saying Kelly, dude. So we are at the beard and mustache competition in Daytona, bro. Brendan, who are you representing here while you're here?
Representing Death Grip Brotherhood and just myself. You know, anytime I come out and do something, I'm gonna represent myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Death Grip Brotherhood is a really, really cool brand. It really truly is a brotherhood too. So it's been very fun this weekend getting to meet a lot of like genuine. This is the most American people like that I've met. No one's sensitive. No one like they're just all here to enjoy themselves, do what they do.
Right, absolutely.
And everyone go do your own. Hey, it's all love. Like, you
Dude.
know, it's hilarious, man. It's awesome.
Dude, my experience here, man, everybody has just came in here, shook my hand,
Yep.
had an awesome positive attitude, dude. It is awesome, man. I mean, not only do you have an outstanding mustache, bro, but you're also one hell of a fighter, too.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell me some of that, because I watched some of your YouTube last night. I wanted to get a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know, info on you and whatnot. You know, after we hung out at Joe's Crab Shack, I was like, dude, I want to see this guy fight, bro. I
Yeah.
really do.
Heck yeah.
And I saw you whip some ass, bro.
Yeah.
I was like...
Well, that's the whole thing. So I try to do things however I would want to watch them. So like for me, I don't like watching fighting to where it's just like more of a chess match and they're doing the thing you're supposed to do and save energy. Like I'm here to fuck people up.
Right.
That's what I want to watch. Right.
Dude.
I want to watch somebody hurt somebody. Like my whole point when I get in the ring is to beat the living shit out of you for having the gosh damn audacity to get in the ring with me.
Right.
Like that's the mentality I take with that. Pretty much anything I do. Try to grow the mustache out because I started fighting. And I understand from doing Ninja Warrior and other things, you have to have some unique or signature look to help you stand out. Because this world isn't what you know, it's who you know, and who can put you in a position to be seen by someone that gives you an opportunity to show your worth.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, I have to sell myself on something. So, boom, whether you love me or hate me, you're not going to forget me.
Yeah.
That's what this. And the funny thing is, everyone in this community, like, you go anywhere else, you're the only person so you're automatically going to stand out. And it's hilarious now because every guy here knows that. And
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. But now when we go out and everybody's like, what is this? You know?
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man.
Dude, it is so cool. If you guys don't know him, man, look on YouTube, look up Brendan Kelly, bro. You'll see nothing but haymakers coming out,
Oh, yeah.
man. I watched it last night and I damn near watched almost every video, dude. It was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
And another thing, you know, he's a Ninja Warrior winner. How many times you won that?
So I haven't won it. I've been on the show 5 times.
Okay.
So a lot of people I made it to the finals in Vegas, and a lot of people get it confused. But in all honesty, so there's out of 15 seasons, there's only been 3 winners.
Right. Okay.
Because it's the world's hardest obstacle course.
Right.
So 80% of the time, no one wins.
Right,
Because
right.
you have to complete every obstacle to officially win. Because you're saying I beat everything. You know. And so that's the one thing that's really cool about it too. Because it's like. It's not something given, you know,
Yeah.
like you have to earn it. Like now this past season they made it beatable more. So someone won this past season.
Right,
because
right,
you
right,
have,
right.
Yeah. But certain seasons you're like, gosh damn, like that's crazy. Yeah. So it's fun, man. But Ninja Warrior and boxing, it gets you out of your comfort zone, and that's the hardest thing to replicate. Is like being able to have that build up or the adrenaline or the size of things, the cameras, the lights, the crowd. That's the thing is you can't replicate. Just in the same sense, like today,
Right.
getting on the stage, you can't replicate like stage presence. Like it's a thing,
Right.
You know, and until you are so comfortable in it, then you'll start going into you'll be allowed to flourish, you know. But
Right.
until you can ease that and get it, you're relying on your flight or fight skills, and you're saying, hey, like here we go, and you don't know what you're gonna get then at that point. Yeah.
Exactly. I understand that because I do. I'm in Alcoholics Anonymous recovery
Okay.
programs.
Yeah.
So I'll go in front of like 30, 40, 60, 70 people and speak.
Okay.
And that first couple of times, you know,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
get stage fright.
Yeah.
But after doing it repetition for so long, I begin to lose the fear of being myself,
ease.
and it's so much more flow with the audience. They listen more, they like more, you know, and they're like, dude, thank the
Because
Lord.
it seems natural. That's
Right.
the whole thing is.
Absolutely.
If you're, and you got to, and you have to figure, it's a lot more choppy. It's just, and it's not smooth. It doesn't feel as heartfelt or warm or, but now I do stuff like this on purpose, whether this is going to do anything for me or not, because because then I get to learn how to talk.
Yeah.
And it's all about communication and how, if you don't understand me, that's not your fault. That's mine.
Right.
I didn't give you the correct way that you needed to understand me. That's not that's my job.
Right, right.
You can't get mad if okay, you need to learn to talk to everyone. You need to learn how people receive things, and then you find it. So I talk to different aspects of everything, and therefore I can communicate with everyone.
Right,
And
absolutely.
that's the most important thing in the game, because like you said, it's who you know. Who's going to give you that opportunity? You know.
Exactly. So going back on your fights, what's your next fight, bro?
So I got a bunch of fights coming up, and I'm really
Here
excited
we
about
go.
that.
Now we're talking.
So I just actually talked to some influencers saying things yesterday. The guy that just fought Bryce Hall, the BKC Cutman, I just offered him. Well, no one would fight me, so I kept getting denied. No one, you can't find me. I said, listen, what do I have to do to get a fight? I will offer someone $5,000 extra if they beat me.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, okay.
Right,
Hey,
right,
we
right.
might be able to get you.
Right,
And
money talks
yeah,
now.
Yeah. And so they're like, are you real? You being I said, I've already done this. I said, look it up. Done this on Rough and Rowdy. I said, I offered $5,000 to get the lightweight belt, and I've had it ever since.
Yes.
Because it's not. I'm putting a shiny toy in front of someone and say, hey, look, you'll get this if you beat me.
Right.
You're not going to beat me. I'm going to beat the living shit out of you.
Right,
It's
right.
not a bet. It's not
Right.
a bet. It's just me showing something in front of your face to get you to get it.
Motivation to get your ass up here.
Exactly. So that's my whole thing is I'm not going to lose. I already told her, I was like, I'll bring the in cash. I've done this before. I'll lay it right in front. I'll let y'all hold it, whatever. And then when I win, I get my money back, and I'll be like, hey, look, this wasn't a bet. I was going to win this whole time. You know why? Because I outworked your ass all the time before this. I was like, now you think you're going to beat me? No. That's not, it's not how the world works. You got
Right.
to show the people how the world works.
Right.
You got to put in the work.
Right.
You want to get on this level? This level requires the discipline to get here. you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, cool.
So actually I fight December 2nd, December 8th in Miami, December 16th in Tampa, December 23rd, hopefully Nashville on the Misfits card. And then I fight January 25th in Providence, Rhode Island for Rough and Rowdy, Barstool Sports. And then actually I got a fight next weekend as well.
And this is all going to be online, all videoed, all.
Yeah. Everything's gonna be pay-per-view in some form or fashion. And then I always post everything on my own channel, anyways. Because again, I don't care if people know how I fight. I'll give you all the keys to beat me. And I know you're just not. It doesn't matter. I'll still outwork.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm out there doing flips in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, it's like challenge me.
Yeah,
That's the whole point.
dude.
All right.
I'll do a flip and haymaker you right in your face, bro.
yeah.
You don't even know it.
Why not? Yeah, hell yeah. But, so the thing is showing people. I'm bringing the entertainment value from wrestling into fighting, but it's not fake. So
Right.
that's the whole thing about when the first time I did the flip, even Dave Portnoy was like, that is honestly the most impressive non-scripted move
Right.
that I've ever seen. And I was
Right.
like, yeah. You know what? It's also the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Right.
A lot of people don't get that. Think about this. That was my first boxing match ever, and I'm in front of 5,000 to 7,000 people in a baseball stadium, outdoors. And I go into it. I said, I'm going to do this flip, and I've told enough people to hold myself accountable. But, dude, I was shaking before, and I was just like, what happens when I land it?
Yeah.
And the last thing is, too many people are going to dwell on what, dude, you're going to land on your face. It's like, but what happens when you don't?
Right.
Right? Okay, yeah, you want to do it? No. Now I've made myself be off of that shit. So I opened the door, and I box for a living.
Right.
But if I did not do that, who knows?
Right. And then even after the flip, you came out with like a Superman punch, dude.
Well, that's the thing is, my goal was to do a backflip and then knock him out with the next punch, which would have been automatic.
That would have been sick.
Set for life,
Right.
viral. Gosh, but I still got. I have plenty of things I plan on doing that have never still been done before. I mean, my last match, I just flexed on the dude for the last 30 seconds.
Right.
But I've got especially in the influencer scene, I'll do a lot of cool, like, still things I haven't done that I'm saving. Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, all right, Brendan, we're gonna cut this out, man. Congratulations on your mustache event,
Appreciate
dude.
it. Thank you.
And it's good to see you, and we keep in touch, brother.
Hell yeah. Bless her, brother.
Thank you, man.
You can find me online. I'm the USA Saiyan. Just now started a YouTube channel as well. And so got somebody working for me that. And then I live in Lexington, Kentucky. You can find me online fighting anywhere as well.
Yeah.
So pretty much just, I do the social media just because I have to, but I'm just a doer. Yeah.
Right. Look him up, guys. He's the real deal.
Bless them, guys.